and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. All right, a chance to check out stats for Victor Wembanyama.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Hampton. And it's Harper in at the point. Well, it's a festive night in the NBA and all across the world. New Year's Eve. Greg, do players enjoy taking the court tonight?
Yeah, most do. It comes with the territory of being a pro athlete. And I'll tell you guys what, these fans are pumped up. This is going to be a great atmosphere.
Now to the sideline for more on MP's monumental performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
It was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you. The first one falls. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Just 5 on the clock. Hampton misses. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Castle against Bridges. Back to Brunson. Takes a shot at the elbow. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Wembanyama looking it over. Pass to Hampton. Wembanyama, a screen on Towns. Here's Castle. Over Brunson. Misses off the left iron. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Driving inside. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Shot from free throw range. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Brunson against Harper. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Inside, it's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Hampton driving in. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
New York moving the ball around. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul. Now you have to navigate how you want to defend.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Towns kicks to Hart. And the Knicks miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Hampton. And again for three.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the fourth most three-point makes in a season. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at the Knicks. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And right now, the Spurs, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Harper against Brunson. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Harper kicks to Hampton. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Spurs. 6 on the shot clock. Towns down low. He's covered by Cornette.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Last game for the Spurs. They pick up the W against Cleveland. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. Bridges kicks to Hart. Pass to Brunson. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Harper. Here's Hampton. From outside off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 6. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Brunson with it. Still yet to score. In transition, here come the Spurs. Bridges with the steal. Towns wide open. Kept alive by New York. Spurs leading by 8. Now Hampton. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Free throw good. Hart. And Craig with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Bridges. After the made shot from Hampton, Hart, no good.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Pass to Castle. It's the three-point bomb. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Brunson, good.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Here's Castle. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
To the middle. There's the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the dunk by Hampton.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Brunson. 29 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. They just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Spurs leading by 15. Pass to Hampton. There's the screen to the inside. They get a hand on it. Towns with the steal. Goes up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Olenek, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Barnes comes in for Stephon Castle. Johnson's checked in for Devin Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Now, here's Hampton. 21 points in the game. Barnes, screen on Clarkson. Here's Hampton. Robinson pulls it in.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
To the middle. The shot will not fall. Good D by Barnes. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Well, coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Barnes the screen. And the basket by Hampton. Hampton's got 23.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by Hampton. Spurs leading by 15. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Here's Barnes. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Ziaire with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Hart. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. .24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fox kicks to Hampton. Barnes screen on Clarkson. Hampton passes to Barnes. He gets it in there. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc.
Connects again from distance.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Fox kicks to Hampton. Sohan with the screen. Hampton passes to Sohan. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And I like how agile Sohan is inside. He just looks for those subtle ways to beat you.
Down low, here's Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Knicks trail by 17. Pass to Bridges. Robinson dishes to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Clock at 6. And that one good from Clarkson.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
San Antonio leading by 15. Outside, Fox. Now, here's Hampton. Good! Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Now the rookie rankings. Who's in the running for the Rookie of the Year here at the midway point of the season? Some terrific young talent in the NBA. Well, you look at Hampton. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. #1, the Spurs. Second, the Knicks.
I mean, guys, these are two of the hottest teams in the league right now when it comes to scoring the basketball.
And the first one drops. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Fox hits them both. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Now, here's Hampton. Defended by Bridges.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Ziaire setting a screen for Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 19.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Clarkson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Wembanyama, a screen. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bridges passes to Clarkson. From deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the basket by Hampton.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Inside, here's Robinson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Hampton kicks to Fox. 3-on-3. Pass to Ziaire. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Champagne's checked in. And Castle is subbed in for Hampton. Towns, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Clarkson. New York, no good that time either. Spurs leading by 22. Pass to Champagne. Now, Sohan. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here is Bridges. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
San Antonio making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. Wembanyama outside. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Harper, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The kick out to Towns. Brunson against Harper. Brunson the pass to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Castle. Harper sets a pick for Castle. Now Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And New York making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Knicks trail by 20. And here's Brunson. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Fader on the way. And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Anunoby finds Clarkson. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Champagnie passes to Cornette. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Cornette. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Now Castle. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and that one drops for him. Castle's got 5 now.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Brunson the pass to Clarkson. Towns looking around. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wembanyama, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Towns for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 12.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Pass to Cornette. Now Castle. Outside Harper. Wembanyama, a screen. Harper, no good. Knicks trail by 21. Inside, here's Robinson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
The first free throw is good. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Robinson against Johnson. Pass to Harper. Castle with it. He has 5. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson.
Well, you see teams concede the 3 to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
Olynyk dishes to Johnson. Joe Linnick, it's tipped. Now Hart, pass to Brunson. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Back to Anunoby. Here's Hart, clock at 4. Rebounded by the Spurs.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Harper's shot's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Towns. Back to Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Pass to Castle. And it's Vassell in the corner. Here's Harper. That shot is off.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Vassell grabs the board. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Castle. Outside Harper. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Anunoby, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Anunoby's got his first basket of the night. And so it's San Antonio out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the San Antonio Spurs.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And what better time than now to get caught up on the Rookie of the Year race?
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance so far from Hampton.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Spurs leading by 17. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Hampton. And it's Harper in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming and he's prepared for it.
to the middle. Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
San Antonio's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. A shot by Hampton with connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And he makes the first.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
And Towns drops them both. Here's Wembanyama. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Off target with his 3. Knicks trail by 18. Doubled by Vassell. Towns against Wembanyama. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, this team relies, obviously, on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 12.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on Harper. Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. Tipped away. Spurs leading by 20. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Vassell outside. Here's Hampton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hampton's got 41.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Runs in the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Pass to Hampton. Wembanyama, a screen on Hart. Hampton with the ball. Now guarded by Towns.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Good.
Yeah, terrific work in the 2-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Pass to Hampton. A 3-ball. And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Now here's Hampton. D right on him. Pass to Castle. A rim-rattling 2-handed jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Now Towns. Now here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hampton. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Hart outside. Bridges against Castle. Bridges kicks to Hart. From deep three-point land, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. San Antonio calls timeout. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Stephon Castle. Barnes, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Harper. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Hampton. Shoots over Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Here's Brunson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well,
Timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He knows every possession is critical now. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Sinks the three-pointer.
ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Mitchell Robinson. Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Shamet in at the point. Towns for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 13 points in the second half. Stolen by Anunoby. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Vassell. Rebound San Antonio. Hampton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Shamet. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Anunoby has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Hampton. Defended by Towns. Pass to Castle. Stolen by Clarkson. Anunoby against Vassell. Clarkson passes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got 27.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Pass to Hampton. They set the screen. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Castle against Clarkson. Towns for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Towns has got 30.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Here's Hampton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Shamet the pass to Towns. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get it back.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Pass to Shamet. Over to the wing. Right side Towns. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Hampton. He's covered by Shamet. Takes the three. Hampton misses.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Pass to Towns. There's Shamet. They get it back. Another shot. Misses the layup.
Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson. Timeout called by Mitch Johnson. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Bridges against Castle. Bridges passes to Brunson. And stolen by Castle. Here's Fox. A beautiful reverse layup. And it's 7 points for De'Aaron Fox. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Hampton. Wembanyama passes to Hampton. Spurs working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Vassell kicks to Fox. Second chance shot, and Wembanyama with the nice bucket inside. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That will be foul number 5 on him. So and so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Prolific play per usual from MP in leading his side to victory. Your efforts stood out in more than one area. That means something to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. One of my first rivals, a kid in high school, bro, like, he was the first really great scorer I ever played against. He was 10 times the scorer I was then, not now. But he didn't do anything else. I used him as an inspiration. I never wanted someone to watch me thinking, that's it.
I don't think anyone is, MP.
Of course.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Atlanta Hawks here at their home, State Farm Arena. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at the stats for Quentin Grimes.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Buddy Hield is out there with MP. And it's Risache in at the small forward position. Clark, at this point of the season, team identities have to be getting pretty firm.
BA, you would hope that teams know what they're good at by now. I mean, and their weaknesses as well. You can build on your identity as long as you understand strengths and weaknesses.
Now here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. This one for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nowhere is a bad spot around the arc for Randall. He's worked extremely hard to develop this shot.
There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Hield against Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Okongwu, the pass to Hield. Here's Hardaway. On the wing, Risache. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. There's the screen by Johnson. Hardaway, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. It's a 3-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And Atlanta with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
A shot by Johnson, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Now Randall. Over Johnson. And Randall the bucket on the assist from Dillingham. Randall's got 5 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hardaway into the lane. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Hawks head coach and I got a chance to talk. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's MP, following the score by Minnesota. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Timberwolves, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
You know, for Minnesota, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Risache covering. 4 on the clock. Here's Dillingham. The shot off that time. Good D by Hardaway. Pass to Okongwu. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Dillingham. Still no points. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
Minnesota leading by 8. Randall deciding where to go with it. Outside McDaniels. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham, defended by Hardaway. Here's Dillingham. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Hardaway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, it's pretty clear. MP is a special, talented player with tremendous upside.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
That one's good from Hardaway. And both free throws good for MP. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Gobert. Randall outside. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Randall's got 8.
I don't think anybody would call him a consistent three-point threat, but Randall can certainly drop in a few if you give him room.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randall, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Dillingham from the arc. MP with the block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And stolen by Gobert. Here's Randall. Rebounded by Johnson. Outside Hardaway. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Dillingham. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And the basket by Edwards.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Hardaway. Against Chicago, he was really on his game.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Newell, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Johnson. Harris is checked in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Hield. Minnesota again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Newell from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Grimes with the ball. 14 points for him last game against Utah. Pass to Barry. Inside. Kicks it out to Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Here's Grimes. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Grimes. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. And here's Clark for 3. The rebound by MP. Hawks trail by 6. Collins a screen to the paint. And Collins with the slam.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Pass to Barry. Clark in the post. Covered by Alexander Walker. They get the rebound. Back to Clark. Here's Barry. Lets it go from deep. Hardaway grabs the board. Grimes has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Collins a screen. Hardaway, the pass to Collins. Now MP. And again, it's Atlanta.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Pass to Clark. 56 seconds left in the first. Here's Berger. Shoots over Newell. Collins with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Hardaway, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to MP. To the inside. Collins. The game now all tied up.
And if you foul a big like Collins, you better not let them get the shot off, or they'll have a chance to put up another point.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
And Atlanta making a change here. Daniels is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Randall is checked in.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 14. Collins a screen. Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. MP getting it done for the Hawks. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. They've got Quentin Grimes. And it's Baron J in at the 5, roaming the paint. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it from 3 right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Back to you guys.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Hardaway's shot is good.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Now here's Grimes, guarded closely. Pass to Clark. Randall inside, defended by Kispert. Randall, good. Randall's got 13.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
The Hawks trailing. Now MP. He's got 18. Three-pointer Kispert. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Hardaway's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Clark, the pass to Grimes. Clark with the screen. Lets it go. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
Now here's Daniels. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. MP looking around. Grimes with a defensive effort. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Hardaway. Daniels outside. Pass to Collins. MP outside. Collins with a screen on Clark. Hardaway into the lane. And MP throws it down.
Look at MP. Suddenly catching defense with their guard down and making them pay.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Grimes. Now here's Randall, defended by Kispert. Randall, the pass to Grimes. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Alexander Walker comes in for Daniels. Second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's MP. 20 points for him. Yep, that one goes. And here's Randall. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Hardaway. Left side, Alexander Walker. Back to MP. To the middle. Tipped. Barry, the pass to Randall. They double Randall. Here's Grimes. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Hardaway. And another basket for Atlanta.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
The drive by Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randall putting some spice on that jam.
Hardaway, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Hardaway. There's the screen by Johnson. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And with that length and athleticism, Johnson is always a lob threat.
Minnesota with the ball. Clark outside. Pass to Grimes. For 3. They set the pick to the inside. On the break. Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes.
And with his size and speed, it's hard to stay in front of Johnson without fouling.
Shooting 2.
That one's off.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Risache, he's checked in for Kispert. And he sinks the second. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Edwards. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Pass to McDaniels. On target from range. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. MP with it. He's got 24. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
And Atlanta with possession here. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Oh, deflected. Inside. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Hardaway. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu, a screen on Randall. From 17. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Oh, I like that. I mean, Johnson taking what the defense allows.
Here's Dillingham. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Oh, the tower with the power move.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Outside Hardaway. Again, Atlanta.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Calling his own numbers in the 2-man game.
Pass to Randall. Launches a three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson finds MP. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Johnson's versatility really shows up in the pick and roll.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 12 to the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's MP. He's got 26. Unable to get that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He scored 64 points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now here's McDaniels. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense.
Hawks trail by 3. Picked up by Okongwu. MP, the pass to Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. MP outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Screen by MP. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now Randall. A 26-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And another key for them was his rebounding. Just a great effort.
Here's Dillingham. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. John Collins checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Jenkins comes in for Hardaway. Collins. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Timberwolves. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
As the point guard, MP usually has the ball in his hands, and he can do a lot with it. He can score on you, he can pass, or he just as easily make a play for someone else. It seems this guy does it all, Shaq.
Yeah, he always seems a step ahead.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. MP is out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Okongwu in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And a big-time scoring night for Johnson. Looking for a shot and playing with serious confidence.
And for the Timberwolves, their shooting is around 55% so far. Here's Randall. Misses in close.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
MP outside. Back to Johnson for the lead. And that's good for 2. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
He has zero hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Edwards hits from beyond the arc. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
MP outside. Outside Rizachet. And here's MP. 5 to shoot. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Takes a step back. Outside Rizachet. Back to MP. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Pass to Dillingham. From deep. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's a nice kick out. Randall knew where everybody was and made the right decision that time.
There's the screen by Johnson. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Okongwu. MP outside. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Hardaway with a screen on Edwards. Here's Hield. Takes it inside.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. They set a pick. Pass to Randall. Puts up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's MP. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. McDaniels with it, now guarded by Rizachet. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Good on the shot.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Edwards for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
Dillingham. McDaniels got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. Atlanta making some changes. Kispert comes. So it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So for Minnesota right now, Quentin Grimes out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Barrenjay in at the center position. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And stolen by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The kick out to Johnson. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Okongwu. There's the 3. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Barrenjay. Guarded by Okongwu. Rejected by Okongwu.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta leading by 8. MP left side. Hield finds Hardaway. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Atlanta.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Hardaway's shot is good.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Randle against Johnson. Can they get it? And Randle with the layup. Randle's got 9 points now in the second half.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
From deep, MP. And Barrenjay pulls it down. Barrenjay's got rebound number 7 tonight. Grimes, the pass to Randle. No good on the triple. And so MP will bring it up for Atlanta. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Fires for 3. Oh, MP buries the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Randle, the pass to Edwards. Randle, a screen on MP. From the arc. It's rebounded by Rizichet.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Oh, MP with a block. Oh, swiped away. Pass to Clark. To the paint. Here's Grimes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Grimes has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
MP outside. Now here's Okongwu. There's a screen by Johnson. From deep, MP hits the three-pointer. MP's got 43 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Timberwolves making a switch here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Randall that time on the assist from Dillingham. Randall's got 32 points in the game. And here's Hardaway. There's the triple. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Randall with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Edwards. Ant-Man getting it done inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Edwards. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Ricochet drives in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Good to see Ricochet attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Good work there as it goes. 34 points for Julius Randle.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Six to shoot. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 11. There's the screen by Johnson. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
Edwards against Hield. Shoots a three. Oh, it doesn't go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Another shot. And that's how you get it to go inside.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder, so you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Now Randall. McDaniels outside. Oh, missed on the tray. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hield. Here's MP. From 20 feet out, it's good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they meet just twice. So taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a two-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
The putback. How about the activity? And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And let's check in with Jennifer Quintana.
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Some nights it doesn't hit you until tip-off. There's always so much going on before a game. Logistics, prep, people hitting you up for tickets. Your mind really isn't free until the game starts. Then all that other stuff just kind of falls behind you. And then you actually get to lock in and do your thing. And that's what I did tonight. Sometimes that leads to 30 points. Other nights that's going to lead to 40 or 50. What I can tell you is that I'm going to keep getting mine, and we're going to keep winning more times than not. All I care about is winning, so that's what I'm focused on.
Keep it up, MP. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Brian.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
Bro, I got a great theme lined up for the second half of the season. Please tell me you're ready to go.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Bet. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP. Man, can you guys believe we're already halfway through my rookie year?
The season has been flying by, bro.
I'm telling you, I feel like I just got into camp. But it's time to announce what we'll be covering on my social media channels for the second half of the season.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, this one's no surprise. I'm trying to win Rookie of the Year. There are some strong competitors, guys like Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, but at the end of the day, you know it should be your boy, MP.
But how does winning Rookie of the Year fit within the team's goals?
Well, we're trying to win games. If I'm good enough to win Rookie of the Year, that means I'm helping these guys rack up dubs.
So we'll be highlighting games against other top rookies, or?
Exactly, Xander.
Okay.
Every time I go up against one of these guys, we're going to bring the thunder that night. So it should be a lit show. MP, out.
Good, MP.
See that happening in big college games. Shorter games and all.
Okay, listen, bro. Let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy. He was guarding the kid.
Not like our G League team to do more driving data to make that any more as a means of getting better perimeter looks.
Secondary point to get the defense out of position.
Yes, players can't resist trying to help, and when they do, we'll make them pay.
Star-Spangled Banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at the Mavericks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
I think for the Warriors, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Drew is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Williams. He's out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Topic in at the 1. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Offensive rebound. Count it. Good.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now Cunningham. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
Nembhard, the pass to Drew. Back to Cunningham. Over Topic. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Williams. Coming off 31 points last game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Holmgren with the bounce pass. Pass to Sorber. Now Williams, covered by Cunningham. Holmgren kicks to Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Here's Collinsworth. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. McDaniels passes to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Williams inside. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's Holmgren. Last game he had 28 points. 6 on the shot clock. To end the drought. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, big time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Thunder trailing by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They set the pick to the inside. Collinsworth. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Nembhard. And the rejection by Holmgren. Inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Wembanyama. Cunningham outside. Nembhard finds Cunningham. To the middle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
Here's Topic. He has yet to score. Here's Holmgren. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Nembhard, the pass to Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Topic. Holmgren outside. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 4. Cunningham up top. Wembanyama sets a screen for Cunningham. Drops in the tray. He's got 9.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Holmgren looking around. Down low. Williams in the post. McDaniels defending. Just 4 to shoot. Sorber. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Cunningham with it. He's got 9. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Here's Topic. They trail by 7. There's the pick. To the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Cunningham finds Wembanyama. Cunningham outside. Over Topic. Bank shot. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Holmgren up top. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over McDaniel. Williams' shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Here's Wembanyama. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren outside. Pass to Topic. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors leading by 7. And McDaniels, here we go. Cunningham gets the bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Collinsworth. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Sorber. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 14. Nembhard finds Cunningham to the inside. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Wembanyama passes to Drew. Nembhard for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And they're trailing by 12. Pass to Topic. Back to Holmgren. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Holmgren's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
Well, their run to this point, incomprehensible. There's no question this will end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks we've ever seen. The only question that remains, what is a team going to do to end this streak?
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was a man on a mission. He contributed 42 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Jovic. Holmgren the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Jovic. The tray. And it's MV with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Yes, that goes in. MP's got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jovic. Still scoreless.
What a denial by MP. That is how you protect the paint.
He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up by 16. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Harper in at the center.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Outside, Simons. Simons off a pick from Hardaway. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Simons missing. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Topic. And the lead is down inside single digits. Topic has got 5.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Finished off the break.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Warriors leading by 7. Here's Hardaway. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What strength from MP, shrugging off the physical defense like it was nothing.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
That free throw good from Hardaway. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Here's Jovic, still without a basket. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pippen, the pass to MP. Down low, here's Drew. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here is Shaw. Last time out, he had 13 points. To the middle. Here's Achua. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for MP.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for a chew-up. Warriors leading by 8. Outside Pippen. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Jovic. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Collinsworth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
MP passes to Drew. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 8-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Here's Pippen. The Thunder making the shot. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to MP. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And I think that's the speed Wembanyama needs because the defense is always going to be on him.
Pass to Collinsworth. Inside and stolen by Wembanyama. Pippen kicks to Hardaway. Goes up on the high post. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
Here's Pippen after Oklahoma City gets the 3. MP deciding where to go with it. Here's Drew. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, MP doing a great job there, getting involved on the glass and finishing strong.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Collinsworth. Pass to Shaw. Here's Collinsworth, guarded by Pippen, pulls up. And it's Collinsworth missing. And so, MV will bring it up for the Warriors. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. The 3. MP drills the 3.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Pass to Topic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Williams, he's checked in for Shaw. And then for Golden State, McDaniels comes in for Buzelis. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Scottie Pippen. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. Nets culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
The shot by Williams, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Takes a step back. Inside, MP gets it.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Williams a screen. Here's Jovic. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's tipped. Pass to Topic. Now Williams. Now Holmgren. Over Wembanyama. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 8.
That mid-range game from Holmgren. Nice shot.
Outside Hardaway. He's feeling it. Thunder with the rebound. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daignault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back to you.
All-purpose. Thank you, Allie. So it's the Thunder now. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Total determination from Holmgren there, taking the foul while in the act.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Harper, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Wright in for Drew. Holmgren with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Hart, that's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Cunningham on the wing. Defended by Hart. Hardaway passes to Harper. Here's McDaniels. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 11. Pass to Hart. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now, here's Hart. Holmgren with a screen on Wright. Here's Collinsworth. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Lets it go. Here's Holmgren. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Hardaway. 20 points for him. Back to Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Collinsworth. Now Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
The skill from Holmgren is something to behold.
Outside Hardaway. Wright sets a screen for Hardaway. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that one's good. Wright's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on it.
Williams against McDaniel. Williams dishes to Holmgren. That one goes in. Holmgren's got 15.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
Pass to Hardaway. Harper kicks to Hardaway. It's MP attacking, and Harper slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The layup off target.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead by 11. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there?
I see.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Well, looking at the Warriors, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
They've got Topic. Holmgren is out there with Williams. And it's Sorber in at the 5 down low. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. Now here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. Good work there as it goes. Holmgren's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
And McDaniels with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Here's Topic. Here's Holmgren. The Warriors pull it in. Drew's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Wembanyama. Cunningham outside. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Sorber. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Cunningham outside. Pass to Nembhard. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holmgren gets the bucket.
I like to see a show of strength from Holmgren, scoring through the contact.
Pass to Drew. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Nembhard. Sorber with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Topic. Out to the right wing. Here's Collinsworth, covered by Cunningham. Here's Holmgren. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That free throw good from Nembhard. And both free throws good for Nembhard. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Topic. 10 points for him. Holmgren in the high post. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Cunningham outside. Over Topic. Hits the jump hook. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
And you think that bump is going to stop him. Not a chance. Cunningham too locked in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Nembhard. Back to Cunningham. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to Williams. Now Holmgren. He's got 21. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. McDaniels against Williams. Out left of the wing. Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 13. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Banked in off the glass.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for the Warriors. Buzelis is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Hayes is checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's Simons in for Cunningham. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Simons. Not a lot of room. Pass to Dosunmu. From outside the arc, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here is Williams. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Simons surveying the D. Here's Hayes. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Collinsworth kicks to Holmgren. Down low, toe pitch. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Drew. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Collinsworth. Holmgren the pass to Collinsworth. For 3. The rebound by Dosunmu. Warriors leading by 8. Left side Simons launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Here's Topic. The Warriors making the shot. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
Shaw's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Warriors also with a sub. Harper, he's checked in for Drew. Now here's Hayes. 3-pointer, Simons buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
Holmgren outside. To the wing right side. Shaw passes to Holmgren. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Killian Hayes.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And the free throw, no good. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. And Harper slams it in.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to Shaw. And here is Williams. He has 5. Holmgren can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Out to Hardaway. Harper sets a pick for Hardaway. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Both shots good from the stripe. Thunder trailing by 15. They set the pick to the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looks like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Back to Achua, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll start out on the road and play the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And the Warriors making a change here. Larson's checked in. Topic, no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And he lobs it up, and Harper slams it in.
Well, running the offense through MP is never a bad idea.
Here is Shaw. He has 5. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And here now the Thunder. The Warriors making the shot. 4 on the clock. Here's Topic. And the rejection by MP.
So far, he hasn't...
Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that dunk by MP?
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Thunder trailing by 19. Pass to Achua. Here's Jovic. The 3. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Now, here's Achua. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Watch the pick.
To the inside, out to the wing. Looking to end the run, and the basket by Shaw. Shaw has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, up 19. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Buzelis, Cade Cunningham out there with Hardaway. Then there's Harper, and it's Larson in at the 3, the small forward. MP with it. And the dunk by MP.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
Thunder trailing by 21. Pass to Achua. Here's Collinsworth, guarded by Hardaway. Holmgren with a screen on Hardaway. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Buzelis, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Now here's Hardaway. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Back to Hardaway. 2 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 20. Jovic passes to Achua. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Back door.
Shaw passes to Achua. Here is Shaw. Here's Collinsworth. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pass to Hardaway. And MP throws it down.
Well, if MP gets even a crack of daylight, he will make you pay like he did there.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here is Holmgren. Defended by Wembanyama. Holmgren against Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. The 10-footer. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Buzelis. And it's in there.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Collinsworth. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Drew's checked in for the Warriors. There's a screen by Achua. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Pass to Collinsworth. No good from outside.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Here's Wembanyama. The drive by MP. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Collinsworth, covered by MP. Collinsworth, the pass to Shaw. Here's Collinsworth, pass to Shaw. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. MP outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Here is Shaw. Holmgren the pass to Achua. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Some changes for Golden State. White, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Hayes comes in for McDaniels. And Pippen subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And that one falls for Achua. And the Warriors making a change here. Dosumu's checked in, and both free throws good for Achua. Warriors leading by 23.
Well, that's the tenacity you have to have inside. MP knew it would be physical.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And Wright throws it down hard.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Now here's Hardaway.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Here's Topic. Pass to Jovic. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Schwarber.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Hardaway. For the 3. It's rebounded by Topic. Topic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams from outside drains it from beyond the arc.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
The drive by MP. And it's Hardaway with the jam.
If you give MP a runway like that, he is going to take off on you.
Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Collinsworth. Nobody near Williams. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Steps back. And a wide open look for MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Jovic, covered by Hayes. Tries again. Sorber with the bucket. Sorber's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
MP passes to Drew. Dosunmu with the bounce pass. MP outside. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
That's just a great read right there by MP. He took what the defense gave him in the pick and roll.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Sorber. Here's Jovic. To the middle. Sorber with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Holmgren's checked in, and then for Golden State, Wembanyama, he's checked in for Wright. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu, and it's Simons in for Hayes.
Air mail special. Wemby on the catch and flush.
Here's Topic. Pass to Collinsworth. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
Warriors leading by 22. Here's MP, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the handles from MP, showing he's not afraid to get creative with the ball.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Watch outside.
Pass to Williams.
Get there.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Here is Williams. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Holmgren. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the height that Chet has, there isn't much you can do against him inside.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Sorber. It's rebounded by Golden State. Harper's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight with the step back. MP inside, working on Williams. Hardaway, no good. To the inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Outside Hardaway. And he drives in. Comes up empty down low. The Thunder have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here, and he makes that one.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
MP left. Oh, he threw that one down.
My goodness.
Wow.
Who runs the baseline and finishes with an absolute circus move at the bucket.
Crazy, crazy finish. Now here's Williams. Inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, he just checked so many boxes tonight. He got buckets for himself, created for his team, and as a result, he just racked up a triple-double.
And so here is Oklahoma City, following the three-pointer by MP. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pippin's checked in for Hayes. Pass to Topic. Now here's Williams, covered by MP. Fires the three. Williams can't hit. Smooth sailing for Golden State. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And that one drops. Hardaway has got 48.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Here's Topic. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later on.